Hey there, checking in. And recently in the Denver area, we experienced some snow, which has been actually really nice. I'm a huge fan of the winter season, and I'm always excited around that time of year where you experience that first snow, signifying the beginning of, for me, one of the most wonderful times of the year, which incorporates like a lot of family and friends. So recently, life's been pretty calm. Same old, just eating, cooking, playing video games, and working. But this week I had Chipotle. I put a cheese crust on that. It's so good. I would definitely encourage you to try it if you haven't. And in this video, I'm going to be making lasagna. So we're going to get started with chopping up some onions. I got a new toy in the kitchen, which is going to be a grater. Grate up some carrots and some cheese. And then we're going to start browning the minced beef. So it's going to be a meat sauce. I haven't had ground beef in a while. I was thinking about making burgers, but lasagna excited me more. And we're going to brown that a little bit, add in the veggies that we prepared, the carrots and the onions. I believe I put garlic in there as well off camera. And then season it. So some garlic powder, dried basil, dried oregano, salt, pepper, and then have that sitting for a little bit, get a little more color on that. And then I'm going to add in my tomatoes. I had diced tomatoes and crushed tomatoes in my cabinet, so depending on how much tomato I needed, I was going to add either one or both. It turned out that I needed both, and even perhaps even a little more. I got a lot of beef at my local grocery store, so we're going to let that sit for a little bit. It was quite watery, so I had to let that reduce for maybe like 40 minutes. But in the meantime, get everything else for the lasagna prepared. I normally make like a cottage cheese, like yogurt blend. Not the most appetizing thing, but it works for the to help layer the lasagna instead of using like a bechamel. But we're doing cheese this week. I just didn't have the cottage cheese. I forgot to get at the grocery store. And then we're gonna add a little basil to the sauce. Have that reduce a little bit more, and then towards the end of its cooking, I'm also gonna add some Parmesan cheese. And I really love this grater. But yeah, we're just gonna grate that straight in while towards the end of the sauce cooking process. And we're gonna start assembling the lasagna. So a layer of sauce at the bottom so it doesn't stick to the little baking dish, and then layer it with the pasta, the cheese, the sauce, and then just rinse and repeat. This did come out. I'm a firm believer that there's never too much cheese, but I am now changing that thought process. This had a lot of cheese, too much actually. But it still turned out really well. Would definitely, if you decide to make this, would encourage you to use like a white sauce, or maybe at least not use as much cheese as I did. But we're gonna pop this in the oven. Tin foil on top for like the first half of its cooking. I cooked it for maybe 50 minutes, and it came out beautifully. When you take the tin foil off about halfway, it really browns the top. And once you pull it out of the oven, you want to let it sit in room temperature for, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes at a minimum, so that when you scoop it up, it's not like a pile of goop. You want that nice little brick of pasta. But other than the lasagna, other aspects of life have been pretty good. In my gym journey, I'm lifting heavier weights than I did like a month or two ago, which is always really reassuring, knowing that the effort you're putting in is yielding results. I'm being mindful of the snacks that I'm having when I do get hungry, and I'm just looking up. Life's been feeling pretty good. I want to make sure that I'm not mistaking peacefulness for boredom. I really like the steady nature of the path that I'm taking right now. Maybe ramping up the pace a little bit. I know I've been saying that for a while, but hopefully I start showing that through the videos that I'm making. I will be taking some time off of work for the first time ever since I started my position 9 months ago, which is something I'm excited about. Feels like I somewhat earned it, and I won't particularly share why I'm taking time off of work quite yet. I'll be sure to share that reason in the next video, which is hopefully going to be in like 3 or 4 days. So look forward to that, and I'll see you then. Toodles.